everybody, how you doing? It's Matt, or as my kids like me to be known on this channel for whatever reason, Outdoor Dad. Today we're gonna do something fun. It's just me, unfortunately. Beans has a sleepover, and the girls are still at the farm. So what we're doing here is we're going to unbox and assemble, and then check out the Caldwell Stinger shooting rest. I've seen lead sleds, everything. Would love to have a lead sled. Don't want to spend the money for a lead sled. So we're going to give the Stinger a shot, see what it's like. Give you some initial impressions as to what I think about it. And then one day soon we're going to get out to the range and go test it out and see how it works actually with shooting. So that being said, glad y'all are here. Before I forget, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe buttons, and make sure that turning notifications on. We're really trying hard to get a lot of content out to you guys every few days, and just, I know there's lots of guys out there doing similar stuff, so we're just having fun with it. Wanted to do something different, and kind of take y'all on a little tour with us, just to let y'all see all our experience. So without saying too much more and just rambling on, let's get to unboxing this Caldwell Stinger shooting rest. Alright, so first opening it, we've got the large pieces, which I'm going to put these on the floor because if I scratch Mama's table, my name is going to be mud. So I'd rather not, since she's not here, and that's why I got my gun cleaning mat underneath it, just to make sure that no scratches. Can't have scratches. I'll set that down here. Another box. It is not labeled, so we'll figure out what's in there. Another box that's not labeled. Another box that's not labeled. We'll figure all those out. Instructions, not too thick. I think I can handle that. And then the other, I don't know, leg, largest part. And that's what's in the box. Finish getting this plastic off. Alrighty, so I'm gonna set that right there on my mat. So if Mama sees this, she'll know I was careful. Get this out of the way. Grab this one. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, while I'm sitting here doing this, it's muted, but I've got some hunting shows on in the background because hunting season is just around the corner and I can't wait. I wish it was here now. We finally got internet out at the farm, and I don't know, I may decide to take some work with me and go down there and do a little bit heavier hunting this year. So, alright, let's see what we got here for the first box. Alright, this looks like the end rest and the fore rest, but that's just an assumption on my part. I mean, this one's pretty obvious. That's going to be for the forearm of whatever you're putting on here. This looks like a whole lot more little parts. So this is going to be the adjustment knob. What do we have here? Well, not sure where that goes yet, but we'll figure it out. That's why we have instructions. Little crooked pieces. Oh look, they give you tools. Fantastic. They're always the best tools, aren't they? So we've got two different size Allen wrenches. I'm going to set those over here. And we've got screws. I like to line them up off to the side. These are all button head screws, or that's what I call them. Cap head, whatever. A little rounded at the top. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws in that one. Let me see what we got in this one. These look like the quick levers to attach it and cinch it down. Not sure what these are. We'll figure that out. And you got 2 of those. That's all that's in this bag. Let me see what's in this one. And yes, I know I'm probably dull on my knife, but that's okay. This is my favorite knife. It's my everyday carry. And when the blade gets dull, I just change it out. It's an outdoor edge, replaceable blade. That's what I use for cleaning deer. It's what I use for everything. Oh, that's a heavy piece. Okay, so maybe that's the adjustment, the front adjustment arm piece, but I doubt it. Well, we're gonna figure all this out. This goes out. This is gonna partner with that front adjustment arm to help get us up and down, get us our elevation. So y'all are gonna crucify me for this, aren't you? It's all right. I can take it. I got kids. All right. That's all set up. Now, well, it was set up. Now it fell down. All right, where do we start here? I've got everything. So we're going to start with one, and it looks like it's the one that says Caldwell on it. So what we want to do, apparently, excuse me, we're going to take it like this. Okay, so this is the rear elevation. That makes perfect sense. Okay. So, y'all just bear with me. It's the first time I've done something like this. It goes that way. So the screw holes go to the front. Oh, I'm off the... All right. I mean, it can't be too hard if it's got 8 bolts, right? Maybe it shouldn't take too long. Some of this stuff I'm sure we'll fast forward just so you guys don't have to watch. We'll do it in super speed. Well, one part done. Hadn't messed anything up yet. Okay, so this little piece here is going to go right back here in the middle, and it's got a little bit of a curve out. I don't know if you can tell that, to make it fit flush, or more flush, I guess. All right, and got one of these squigglies that goes down, and these squiggly ones are gonna go. Well, at least I caught this early. I'm doing everything backwards, y'all. Aren't you glad you're here for this? We got a couple videos coming out. A lot of what we've been doing so far is getting ready for deer season, but we got a couple videos coming out in the next week or so. That's not the only hunting we're getting ready for. We're also getting ready for dove season. So hope y'all like what we got coming out. You know, if there's something y'all want to see, put a note in the comments and we'll do the best that we can. I can't promise we're going to do everything because, let's be honest, we're on a budget and budget's not fun. But still got to do it. All right, so which way does this go? It looks like it comes back to me. So that's one thing I will say, that the instructions could be just a little bit clearer. Some of the things don't really. Now they say the angle of the cross member, assemble in the correct position. Okay, well that's great and all, but the instructions show that it looks like it's down. But then it's got the same sort of contour in it that the other one does. So let me show you what I'm talking about. You see, it doesn't really tell you much about how it's supposed to go. It looks like it's pointed down, but I think it's pointed towards the rear. So that's what we're gonna go with. All right, well now we are gonna join them together. It helps if you do it the right way. So far, other than me being an idiot, this is fairly straightforward, not too difficult. Should probably be hand tightening these, and I'll do some of that, but that's all right. And I'm still an idiot. You know, it always helps to read a little bit farther ahead in the instructions than, you know, what you're working on. Genius. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I gotta loosen these back up again. So I don't know if you guys see, this doesn't screw in. There's little bumps in here that are gonna go into these corresponding holes, it looks like. So that's pretty cool. I hope it stays pretty solid. I can imagine it will, because these are under some pretty good torque. They'll fit together real well. All right, let's see if that's enough to get me in. Nope, not quite. Just take them out. See, now I'm making these mistakes so you guys don't have to. If you decide to get one of these. You can say, hey, I saw this idiot putting it together on YouTube. And if I can do it faster than him, I'm winning. I sure hope you can do it faster than me. I am not winning. All right, I finally get to turn the page. All right, so now we're going to take this part, which is, what do they call it? The front cradle assembly. So, got that. These are called the cam levers, and they come, the screws for the cam levers are already attached. So, what we're going to do now, these are pre-assembled. So I'm going to take that apart. Front cradle assembly has been pre-approved. Carefully slide the front cradle assembly onto the frame rail and position it just in front of the cross member A as shown. All right, so that's going to go here. And it looks, yep, those things go right. There we go. Okay, it's in front. The front cradle should not be rotated slant backwards. All right, it's not. All right, I guess I'll just leave it hanging. Okay, so this is gonna be able to slide. That makes sense. Slide forward and back, different size rifles. Am I allowed to say rifles on YouTube? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, won't we? All right, so then this one bends. The bend goes to the front on this side. You know, maybe I should have read through the instructions completely first. All right, it looks like we're just about done, which is pretty cool. Pretty straightforward. It would help if I wasn't an idiot and I would just, you know, pay attention to what I'm doing. So this is nice. I like how that slides up and down. All right, so I've got to reinstall the cam washers and all that jazz. Looks like that's going to go up here. There's a little hole in the center of these, and they're going to go on the floor apparently. All right, there we go. So what these are going to do are going to help the riser lock into place, which again, that's pretty cool. You know, it seems like it's a simple thing to do. Simple idea. And let's be honest, a lot of times the simple ones are the best. So, keep it on the mat. Y'all did not see that come off the mat. It stayed on the mat the whole time. We're good. We're following all the rules. Think. Yeah, except that one keeps falling out. Stay. could use the Allen wrench, I guess, but it's more fun to twist this thing. Let's see. I'll tell you that. Hey, that's pretty good. Now if I go up, so then let's lock it back down. Bam, not going anywhere. Well, I figured out what these are for. These are going to be for the rest, the forearm rest. And that's also where the teeny tiny Allen wrench is going to come into play. Let me see which way it goes. By the way, if y'all ever do one of these, the cam washer, they say, or the cam lever, they say to have the curve, the concave side up. I don't know why that matters, but that's what they say, so that's what we do. All right, so I'm gonna take these out. Apparently, oh, yes there are. Okay, that's cool. Apparently there are y'all don't want to hear me talk. What am I doing? So this is going to go, these are not quite straight. And it looks like they're going to go in here and match up. And that's what these screws are going to connect to, because otherwise it's rubber and they're not going to connect to rubber. So I'll put that in its place. And hope to goodness I don't have to take this whole thing apart again. That would make my day fantastic. You know what? I'm going to release my cam levers. I'm going to pull this back towards me a little bit. Okay. Handy. I like it. Keep seeing something fly around out there. Hummingbirds are starting to show up, which is awesome because what comes next usually quacks. We're going to turn this on its side. They don't say to do that, but they also don't say not to do that. So I wonder, would it be smarter to lighten that low? Ah, okay, so that's geared. That's pretty cool. So that's your adjustment. You don't have to manually adjust it. You turn the knob, and the knob adjusts the height, which is fantastic when you're trying to get under here with that old man fingers. Ooh, far enough I can just spin it. That's what I'm talking about. Work smarter, not harder, y'all. Says the guy who's had to take this apart, what, 3 times? That's all right. Y'all won't tell me. And, you know, that fell out, so there's that. All right, let's do the next one. Yeah, this is the last step. So that's, I mean, I know y'all have been dealing with this and I'm an idiot and I didn't look into anything about this thing before I started putting it together. I quite literally opened the box and just started tinkering. So it took me, I don't know, where are we at, like 15, 20 minutes at this point? With, like I said, with no prior knowledge as to how this is going to work, no expectations. That's not terrible. If I can do this in this amount of time, with how tired I am, then y'all, I'm sure, can do it in half the time. I did, when I bought this, I did look around just briefly to see if anybody else was doing anything like this with this one. You know, and I hadn't seen it. I probably just didn't really look very hard. I'm sure there are some videos out there on how to do this. That's part of the reason we chose this one. The other, like I said, it's a heck of a lot less expensive than a lead sled. So, and it's still a Caldwell product, which is great. Beans has a little plastic shooting rest that he takes to the deer blind with him so that he can, he still want to make sure he gets a good shot. That's the most important thing. You owe it to the animal to be ethical and put it in the right place. So, we have that for him, and I'm all for it. He likes it. It makes him feel more comfortable, so I'll take it. So one little thing, this screw here is just spinning. I'm not too concerned about it because it's on there pretty good. It just seems like it lost any sort of bite. Or it could be the tiny little Allen wrench. Nope, that thing's just loose in there. Okay, I might have to tinker with that later. But, all right, let me show you all the finished product. Here we are. Pretty solid. Not a lot of wiggle back and forth. Check the rear adjustment to help with that. Here's our slide to adjust the length on it. Real easy to do. The geared. Now let's see how rifle looks on it. And FYI, there is no bolt in this rifle. There are no bullets in this rifle. So we're just using this as a, let's see how it fits. And it'll fit a lot better if I didn't have that sling on there. I wonder if I'll pull it back just a little bit, if it'll be better, because I don't want to put too much weight on the fore end of that gun. Oh, well, see, that's what happens when you push it too hard. That's good to know. So I might have to tighten up. There's a little adjustment screw right here. I might have to tighten up. But like I say, I like it. It's solid for the price. I mean, like I said, it's fantastic for the price. I have no complaints. Even that one little screw that's not quite, not quite tight. That's all right. Like I said, that's not something I'm really worried about. I can always figure that out on my own. But yeah, all in all, pretty solid product. We'll follow this up one of these days here in the near future. We're going to get it out to the range. We'll go sling some lead. And we'll use bags. We'll use this thing, check it out. See what the recoil does with it, if it jumps a lot or whatnot. But we'll follow that up in a separate video. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and hopefully not laughing at me too terribly much. I mean, you can laugh a little, it's okay. But hope you learned something, or learn something to do, learn something not to do. This seems like a really great product. Again, I just want to put this out there. Nobody's given this to us. We bought this of our own accord. Needed a rest to take out to the range. Didn't want to pay lead sled prices, so gave this a go. And like I said, we'll see. Overall, first impressions, I'd say pretty solid, pretty good product. Can't wait to try it out. So appreciate y'all watching. Come back again. We're gonna have, like I said, lots more content coming up soon. So that'll be good.